Dr. Zelenko became a household name when he developed his world-famous Zelenko protocol. To make sure that everybody had access to his immune-boosting formula, he created Z-Stack, my family's immune-boosting supplement of choice. Along with Z-Detox, Z-Flu, and Z-Shield, Z-Stack has helped countless families stay healthy and protected. With every purchase of Dr. Zelenko's products, you also support the Zelenko Freedom Foundation in their tireless work to promote and reinstate medical freedom for all. Click the link down below, use coupon code INSPIRE to save and protect your family today. I have to admit it, Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab were right. Before you think I've lost my mind and click away, let me explain. Both Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab keep saying one thing over and over again. We need to change. We need to change. Well, Bill and Klaus, I agree. We do need to change. We have lost our way. But that's about the only thing I agree on with Bill and Klaus. Their ideas are anti-human, anti-nature, and outright evil. But I also believe we can and must learn a lot from people like Schwab and Gates. They're dedicated, they have a vision, a plan, a timeline, and they are relentless in their execution. A lot of good-hearted, spiritually inclined people also agree that we need to change, but their strategies are so often lacking all of the qualities just mentioned. They want to leave everything to a higher power, to divine intervention, but often deem themselves powerless to do anything meaningful themselves. As a society and as individuals, we have forgotten about our ability to create a vision for our lives and for our nations and subsequently our world. Where are we going? What are we developing into? What are our goals? What will the future look like? All of these questions and more need to be answered in great detail and with a lot of envisioning power. Most politicians, for example, are completely unable to look beyond an election cycle, let alone think freely and intelligently about the next 100 or 200 years. President Trump recently came out with a plan for his second term that shows some envisioning power, but it is lacking some fundamental things. While he speaks about future freedom cities, air mobility, and a beautification and modernization campaign for America, there's no mention of clean water, clean air, and healthy natural foods. How can we create a beautiful future for our great nation if we're sick, polluted, and poisoned? And how can we be a united, strong, and proud nation if we have broken families? No power in the world surpasses the power of a strong and coherent vision planned out in detail and enhanced with beautiful and intense feelings. Such a vision naturally leads to incredible inspired action, which in turn brings about the physical manifestation of that vision. It is time to rebuild the family, the kin, the tribes, the clans, and the communities that are necessary for a happy and healthy nation. We must once again celebrate and support the union of men and women and their most precious creations, new life. We must also provide the land where families can create a space of love, healthy, nutritious, and natural food and water, and raise strong, spirited, and intelligent children. It is time to create a new national idea, a new vision for this land. How come that every animal has a dedicated space to live in, but not man? Why does the federal government own almost 30% of the land in America? One family would need about 2.5 acres to live happily and abundantly and provide for themselves, but now they have to pay a hefty price to buy it and an immoral and unlawful yearly tax to keep it. It is a protection racket. Does the land not belong to the people that live on it? Our national idea must include the rightful distribution of land, not for rent or lease in a socialistic manner, but for the people to own and be stewards of and to pass it on to their children. If we dedicate our combined efforts to the realization of proper land distribution and the education and encouragement to regenerative gardening and farming, to a new and spirited cultivation of the arts, of literature, and public discourse, we would create the healthiest and wealthiest nation on earth. In time, more and more nations would adopt this model, and we would beautify the whole earth and create healthy and clean air, soil, and water once again. These ideas, which are based on an ancient, shared original culture, were presented and discussed in great detail in the Ringing Cedars book series written by Vladimir Megre, which already inspired millions upon millions across the earth to change their lives and hence change the course of their nations. We must regain the strength of our spirit, the sharpness and speed of our thinking, and the unquenchable will to bring about this beautiful, inspiring new future. And it must be based on God's greatest gift to us, our free will. It cannot be forced upon mankind like Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab want to force their ideas on everybody. It must come from an ignited spirit and from a deep inspiration. Here's my call to action for you. Begin creating a vision for your life and your family. What do you truly want to leave behind as your legacy? Buildings, cars, and other material things? Or a space where your children, your grandchildren, and all future generations can live in, thrive in, and live their purpose as co-creators? Where every tree, every bush, every animal, every blade of grass knows them and loves them. Where family celebrations happen and where everything was created from your love, your inspiration, and your labor. Imagine the songs that will be sung, the poems that will be written, the sunsets that will be shared, and the happiness that will be felt in such a space. Let your vision become your guiding light and begin bringing it to life. Think it through and plan it out. Take the necessary action and co-create with others. Together we can form this into the future for our families and into a new national idea, a shared vision. Please add your thoughts, your feelings, and your visions in the comments. We will keep track of them and expand on this beautiful, wonderful idea together. We're more dedicated than ever to provide authentic, truthful, and uncensored information and inspiration. That's why we created the Inspired community on the free speech platform Locals. There's no censorship, a free flow of information, and it's more personal and intimate. And you can join us as a free member or a paid supporter. Please visit inspired.locals.com and join us today.